Today we're going to do the straight cut oil pump gears on my 4G63 oil pump. Let's get into it. Now, why install these straight cut gears over the OEM helical stub shaft? Let me explain. So helical gears generate axial load along the shaft as the angled teeth mesh. On a factory engine, that's tolerated because the full balance shaft assembly is supported by additional journal bearings that help locate it. Once you delete the balance shafts and run a short stub shaft, the shaft is essentially only located by the oil pump itself. So using a stubby shaft with helical gears will thrust load them and they tend to fail. Straight cut gears produce essentially no axial thrust, so they don't push the gear into the pump cover case the same way. This gives the straight cut setup a few advantages that the helical gears do not. No axial thrust into the case cover, causing less wear. Better durability, and this is why the earlier straight cut design is favored. Now with the straight cut gears, there is more noise and whine, and that is the whole advantage of helical, is they don't make as much noise. Up to this point, it's been pretty straightforward, just removing the 4 bolts on the back of the oil pump and also removing the nuts from the oil pump gear. And then now we need to use an impact driver. Make sure you set the direction properly so when you hit it, it actually is loosening and not tightening. And then it is a good size Phillips. Give it a good whack. And there we go. Now this is coming out. This is the only way to do it. Do not do this with an impact or you will screw yourself and it will get stripped out and stuck in there and you're going to have a bad day. Now you definitely want to clean the backside of your oil pump out very thoroughly. I'm using Brake Clean. You can use whatever you want of your choice. Just making sure I'm getting all the nooks and crannies. Using some compressed air to spray out everything. Make sure it's nice and dry as well. Now these are the RSB straight cut gears. You can get them from Busher or you can get them from RSB directly. But they do come with a little bit of a light coating on them. So I'm going to clean it off with a nylon brush. Just make sure that there's nothing going into my oiling system. Same thing with this half of the oil pump, getting it nice and clean, getting all the nooks and crannies. Little bullshit can get stuck down in here, so you definitely want to clean it out thoroughly because that is where the journal rides for the gear itself, so you definitely don't want anything, any little debris to start scoring your pump. Okay, so I have the EBO service manual here, and the driven gear is the small one, which is 22, and the drive gear is the bigger one, which is 23. Now with the straight edge and feeler gauge, we can check our clearances, and here are the clearances per the service manual. First, we're going to do the drive gear here. I am starting with a 6 thou feeler gauge. I'm just going to check it. Now I'm going to drop down to the 5 thou feeler gauge and recheck it as well. Okay, 5 thou is also not going in, which is good. So our clearance on this is 3 thou and 1/10 up to 5.5 thou. So this last one, I am trying the 4 thou feeler gauge. And the 4 thou is a nice resistance fit. Now we're going to do the driven gear. I had to switch to a straight edge that I could actually fit in here. My longer straight edge was not working. The clearance on this is between 2 thou and 3/10 and 4 thou and 7/10. Kind of took me a little bit to figure out where I should measure from, but kind of at the front of the gear where it meshes with the other gears seemed to be the best option. So this is a 5 thou feeler gauge, and it's kind of going in, but I'm also kind of moving the straight edge and it's pushing it upward. So that one is a little too tight. So we're going to drop down to a 4 thou here next. And the 4 thou seems to have a nice resistance fit, and then it is good to go and we are within tolerance. Now I'm going to lube up or grease inside the oil pump. I'm using this driven engine assembly grease. You can use whatever you choose. Maybe some assembly lube would be better in here. It's really hot in Texas and the stuff melts out really easy in my shop with how hot it is. So that's why I'm choosing a little bit thicker stuff to go with. You can use whatever you personally want to use. I did already start this up. and some of it did go to the oil filter after I changed the oil filter on first startup. So maybe there's an in-between, a thicker assembly lube, but the Permatex stuff I have is just way too liquidy in my opinion. So we're going to drop the gear on in here. A little bit of grease on the driven gear, and now I can put the driven gear in here as well. And then we're also going to clean the mating surface of where the backside of the oil pump mates to the front cover, and just get every little piece of grease I can off of it and try to make it as clean as possible. Now I do believe with these bolts that hold the oil pump to the cover, some people put blue Loctite on them, but the service manual didn't specifically call for it, so I'm not going to do it. It is up to you if you want to do it either way, but that is your choice. Now I'm going to torque them in a crisscross pattern and torque them to spec. I'm not going to give you the specs, but I will tell you where to find the service manual. If you type in like Evo 8, Evo 9 service manual, Boosted Films should be one of the first websites to come up, and he has the manuals for free. I highly suggest you use the service manual alongside my video here, and they will have the proper torque specs for you. Now for this screw here, the final screw, I did decide to put some decent amount of blue Loctite on it because I can't properly torque it to spec, so I don't want this thing backing out. I am going to reinstall it with the impact driver as well. Once I snug it down, I'll give it 2 good hits to tighten it down. After the 2 good whacks, I'm just making sure I can't loosen it by hand. And for the oil pump gear, I'm going to give it a nice good clean because some of this does ride on the shaft in between the seal where it is lubricated. Same thing, you don't want any debris or anything marring up your journal in there. There is a flat spot on the shaft, and then there's a flat spot on the oil pump gear itself. You can see right there. Line it up and slide it on. Now, per the manual, it does call for some red Loctite on this nut. But so leave this nut loose, at least I did, and I'm going to red Loctite it right before I actually torque it to spec when the belt is all on the motor and ready to go. And lastly, to keep it clean, before I install it onto the motor, I'm going to bag it up, make sure I can try and keep as much debris off it as possible. That is the straight cut gears installed. The straight cut oil pump gears are done. Now I can reinstall this onto the block with a fresh gasket. Disclaimer, this is the first time I've ever done straight cut oil pump gears in the oil pump. If there's any steps you think I missed, please let me know in the comments down below. And I highly suggest you use the service manual like I did, and then also go watch Jafra Mobo and a couple other people's video before you come to your final conclusion on how you do this yourself. It is always better to gather more data than just watch one singular thing and go straight to it. I feel pretty good about it though. Stay boosted. Peace out.